Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Boston Breach! Crimp, Beans, Awakening, and Vivid.
Talent and application are two very different things, and unfortunately Boston Breach felt the weight of their mistakes yesterday. Now heading...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, London Royal Ravens! Asim, Yuli, Nasty, and Scraps.
This might be the first time that the London Royal Ravens have been fan favorites. You know what they say in London? They eat beans for breakfast, and that's what they're trying to do. They haven't won a match on land this entire season. Let's see if they can get that first dub.
That was godlike. The map, of course, but when we did get into the second, it was, well, maybe not quite as clean. Rotations had been pretty solid for them, though, so keep an eye on it over P2 to 3 to 4. Something they do really rely on. Rotations coming in on Fortress, always so important. Good start for the London Royal Ravens, though. That kill feeds look mostly over towards the Ravens side, momentarily for dead. Boston forced back over towards the P2 side.
And those split spawns, they're going to cause problems. The Ravens don't know which way to look. They've got players spawning all around them. And now with P...
The second, all of a sudden, Boston Breach now. A little bit on the back foot. Awakening's going to get taken down. Nice break from Ravens. 25 seconds and rising with 50 seconds left here on P3.
It's beautiful to get through. They have stopped the bleeding. They have held the fort. As Nasty goes to work, Vivid going to try and make his own ingress into the side as well. You can see Early fighting for his life on that point. Boston looking to bring this right back towards him as Beans lands the hot bomb onto him, and Boston back in control.
Just far too easy to get a hold of it, but London never really had a good enough amount of time to set themselves up properly. And Beans, you would think of somebody who London maybe looked at sometime, some way. 9-5 against the roster, but London will break back a very scrappy P3, and neither team able to really establish any sort of dominance. Scraps and Nasty do some good work over towards the P2 side. It's looking like Boston Breach are going to be the first ones here as we head over towards Cannons. Beans, 11-5. Starting to kick things off, and I'm really interested to see how the time looks in terms of the hill for all these Boston players. Yesterday, we've seen Big Wake putting up a hell
round. Can they break back in already? P2 being flooded. Will Boston recognize this right now? They've left the door open. Players from London are just looking to completely decimate them off this point, and you have to ask this. Boston, where were you looking?
Yeah, where was the trades there? I mean, if you're going to be pushing through from P2, you've got to expect somebody up top rails. Doesn't find a kill. Kremp sat there just staring at nothingness. Uli will find 2 to keep things rolling here for the Royal Ravens, who, by the way, are on a 10 hardpoint loss spree. Boston Breach, you've got to take these advantages where you can. Kremp has not really gotten into the game so far. The only one who has done is Beans on the Royal Ravens. For all that, there has been a couple of breaks, still find themselves behind. And yesterday, remember Boston Breach on this map as we head over towards Blacksmith. It was a big money hill for them on multiple occasions against Minnesota Rokkr. Can that be the case here against the Royal Ravens?
At the moment, the Ravens in a closer position, but Boston looking to go for the engagement, and they get 3 straight off the rip. Only Nasty alive, who gets his own 2. London not bowing down, not breaking under pressure. They are keeping this game close all the way into Blacksmith.
Keeping a hold of the spawns where they want them as well. They could do with somebody over towards the top outside. Nasty having a good game, sitting at 16-9. Spawns towards the back of Boston. Would he have read it? Yes, he does. Gets the spin. Vivid gets taken down. It's 5 in a row from Nasty. Is number 6 about to fall his way, trying to survive in the middle of the map. And the kill's coming for Awakening. Maybe chasing just a little bit. But it's good time and maybe a lead for the Royal Ravens. But Boston are here.
Scott coming under pressure, but his teammates come to the rescue. Nobody from Boston can break them right now, and London have taken the lead versus Boston. They have the advantage as P1 is about.
Boston Awakening, Beans combining well. Nasty, no man's land. They can still find 2. Make it the third from Nasty.
Well, let's find out how London are feeling with the London Royal Ravens. Listen in.
Close credit and open. Close credit and open. Close credit. Nice one open on you. He's on stage. Open the back stairs, bro. Yeah, one back stairs. Okay, one is cannon, guys. Cannon on hold.
Alright, open with me.
Cannon hold.
Slow down, boys.
Yo, listen, we're in the lead. Make sure we secure P3 for that. I need to open. Watch out, Matt. Tag time. We have an entry if you want to go.
I'm gonna go close.
I'll go close. Single. He's still single. Single to you, Sim. Single to you, bro.
He's backstairs.
Dead. No, we don't want to flip. We don't want to flip here, guys.
We don't. Okay. My spawn in there, we're good.
I'm gonna go match.
You got my open?
Yeah.
I'm going
He's going to be single.
Woodrow got me.
Yo, one time after zone.
Go door. 3 out.
Yo, take out.
And London calling, we have to hold P3, screaming it into the atmosphere. Nasty giving comms the entire time. Well, they are broken in 22 seconds. Not what they wanted, not what they needed. Is there a way back now for the Ravens?
And you heard them straight away. We should try and break this back immediately with 37 seconds to go. Boston Breach have started to flex their muscles just a little bit. Now, it's free time for Royal Ravens. A free kill for Awakening. My goodness me, break may well be coming in just a second.
And Boston, they've broken through P2, they've gone through the back as well. It's the squeeze, if you please, as Boston try to make the kills all the way through the kill feed, but London holding on by fingertips, and Boston's gun skill is just frying them out at this point, and that is broken.
It was always going to be a worry for London when Boston do start to heat up. Is this going to get a little bit out of hand? The points over the last 3 kills have been, very Boston-sided, my God, Scraps. Not very good. Vivid will take him down. Is that going to signal the end potentially?
They can hold it if they can get the numbers in. What are they made out of? This forge will tell us. Steel, iron, copper or bronze. Already the Ravens though break back in. This was great for them last time around, and they are putting the hurt back on Boston.
Great job from Yuli, just staying alive behind, waiting for the rest of the team to follow through. Asim could do it, finding 2-3 from the nade. Make it all 4 for Asim. Toronto go crazy. London Royal Ravens back into this one. Boston pinned back in the spawn.
And now Boston have to break out. The Ravens cross the 200. The Ravens have the advantage. They have the P1, but they have to lock Boston out.
They didn't read the spawn coming in over towards the stable side. And all of a sudden, Boston have crept their way out. The London crowd, if you want to say, is here in force, though. Can Ravens find a break back through? Boston have found a way out of the point. 20 seconds to go for Boston Breach to take map number 1. Royal Ravens in touching distance.
And now they go for the contest. Nasty, the superhero, gets his point back into this. Boston are feeling the pressure of a Ravens resurgence back into this. The Ravens can win it here, but they must lock the door. They must bolt the gate, must build the wall as high as they can. They are waiting, they are killing, and they are thrilling the crowd in Toronto. Ravens, a 10 hardpoint loss, have it on the cusp of this hardpoint.
All the kills are falling their way right now. Boston are setting up for P2. They need to worry about P1 almost imminently. Awakening's on the flank, and even want to fight something. He's wiped out. London are running it up.
And with 10 seconds to destiny, here come the Ravens. The curse, the streak is broken. The Ravens will not go quietly out of the CDL. They will. 2 teams already looking for it as well. Scraps has had to back off here, but Asim will open up with the first blood. They will have control of the site. Boston playing an aggressive position though. Will be looking for the retake.
Retake is going to be harder when there's only 2 of you. London Royal Ravens with Yuli are 2-0 on this map. Looking good so far. Kremp over towards the top art side is going to start to cause issue. London yet to go for the plant, not feeling too secure. Yuli is there now to cover. All eyes are turned towards Art. And now Awakening, all eyes will be turned towards him. He's going to back on down. Here comes the Chal. It's a clean round number 1 for London.
And this is it. London.
Chal comes round again. They're just hunting in packs. Asim and Yuli taking down Boston members 1 by 1. Beans and Awakening now left in the 2 versus 4. It's been all London so far.
And there's another kill, and Beans, the last alive, will find 1. A 1 versus 4 here for Boston. Is there anything he can do with this bomb down? He will have to find gunfights that favor him. He will have to take them one at a time. And he's more than a little luck.
It's going to be a difficult one. Goes towards the back. Another kill for Yuli. That's
not here, though. Uli gets another one. That's going to be his cruise missile, but he will fall. Down to a 3 versus 3.
Small silver lining if London can't find this round, but with the way that these boys are shooting right now, you wouldn't put it past them. A 3 versus 2 Boston have not quite arrived. in this series just yet. I see him in a dangerous position. Vivid now falls as well, and they are just playing together so well. Beans once again left all alone against 3 members of Ravens. He's just gonna get closed down by Yasim. Scraps will be there for the trade. Another round to the Ravens.
This will now be 4-0 on the S&D. Oh, trying to go for it, Scraps. A few pull-ups, there we go.
He's at least looking at better. Nicky must have been doing some.
Still a lot of COD to be played. Yasim, another first blood. And there's the second. Boston has got nothing so far, but Vivid will find Nasty in the window. Timing on point.
Yeah, and a lot of our Ravens getting very aggressive, liking to play these kills at this moment in time. Maybe they'll get caught out on transition. Vivid up top, the last to fall. It's flawless from the Ravens. So not gonna happen. Beans trophy down, and all of a sudden London in a bit of a sparing position, but Beans is gonna get caught out on exit. First blood again.
Seam has just been working wonders. Nasty will get the second. And now Boston are worried. They are panicking. They are about to be flawless, but Awakening will find one. Kremp will bring it back to a 2 versus 2. All is not lost, but Uli will find it. A 1 versus 2 now for Kremp to keep them in the S&D. Time on his side. The players are not though, and that, my friend, is a no! It's not the ninja! It's not the timing! Boston stay alive by a millisecond production. We're going to need a reload on what happened.
By the head.
Trying to keep them away from him as well. That will be bombed down. Boston, though, are right here. Awakening already getting a blood at the same time. Yasim will answer back. Kremp down around the corner. That's 2 for Yasim. They are running into chaos, but Vivid will get the blood. And now London are off the side. Boston will take control.
Awakening on this heady is going to be a difficult thing for Nasty to deal with. Now starting to get pushed. Needs some help out from Scraps as soon as he can. Vivid will take him down. Is it another 2 versus 4? Scraps left on his own. 20 seconds to go.
And Scraps has to play his life and play the bomb as well. Double checking it, he flies out. There's nobody on the point though, and Awakening will get it. It's another retake from Boston.
And I don't really understand what goes on for London there. Nasty towards the back, he's on bomb overwatch. And there is so much amount of time from when he's...
Oh no, he's caught him! The read from Vivid, bringing it back. He will fall to Nasty though. London in a commanding position again.
I don't think they would have expected Nasty over towards that B side. Uli is very much expected to be there though. Awakening through the middle of the map. It's going to clean out 2. Scraps is there to watch the cross. Uli was already weak, but Nasty can find his second of the round. It's now 1 versus 1 between him and Beans.
Nasty Dead Silence is wearing away. Beans does not have it. He has a trophy. This will come down to an AR fight. And now both of these players are going to work out the information. Where is Beans? Where is Nasty? What do I do? What do I check? Nasty checking inside, Beans checking the back.
So I'd expect it. He hasn't pushed from double doors at all. He's got no information. Does he know where he is? Beans has played this like an absolute fiddle. It's 3 rounds in a row now for Boston Breach. Round after round after round, but look at this push over towards the B side. It's another first blood for London. They're starting to get moving, but Boston reposition, watching the crosses. Kremp, but can't find Scraps. Still advantage towards London, but how many times did they have it? Vivid now starting to find players. He's on the hunt. Scraps gets around the right time. It's 4v2 for London.
And now they just have to convert. They've got Awakening as well. Only Kremp left. Outnumbered. The 1 versus 4 is his only chance in this S&D. Trying to find Scraps. Has found him. The rest of the Ravens to the rescue. Kremp still staying alive, but he's being beaten back at P1 and he falls. And the Ravens take the lead 2-0 in the series. They have found a... Yasim is waiting for his life to come back as well. And he's his chow. It's a big one. Manages to get it. They do stop the B going down, but Awakening is going to work. The damage might have already been done. Boston will go to A. They will extend the time. And London, they were looking to maybe bleed Boston on B. It hasn't worked out for them so far.
Over towards their side. Boston starting to get some things going. Looking like this one is going to go over towards them. Bryce, 21 seconds. They got to make a count. London not overcommitting. They will happily just lock down B. And that's where this will be decided. Boston get a hold of it, and we'll continue on.
This is where it gets tricky for London. Staying alive, and somehow London pull it out of the fire. Craig's going to try and get his one back to as well, but Uli Nasty will get the trade. It is a knife edge. It is a hair's breadth. Vivid will dive back onto the point. London did not clear. And this should be done.
Starting to force out just a little bit too early. Beans will find one, and Boston will find the round. One of the first times they've really found themselves in the lead for quite some time. Starting to stay alive because Awakening calling this one in. Beans will find two on the exit as well. They start to force towards him, and all the good work that London has done has completely eradicated. Vivid just even staying alive on this side of things slowed them down. 25 seconds or so to go now for Ravens to try and find an attacking round here on Hotel Control.
They're actually leaving him. And now Boston, they have to hold one more time, but Scraps will go through with the first blood. It's still not good for London. They have to clear their lines as well. Only Nasty will find it though. And only Awakening can hold the fort down for them, but he is found to kill him to a seam. That gun is shooting in every direction at every London player. Awakening over and over again. Cannot be stopped, cannot be tamed. Boston beat back London's pressure on the back of Awakening.
It's all Awakening, 20-8. It is 3 kills to just farm them away. Nassim and Co didn't clear him out. They don't get the round. Boston 2 to the good.
It's got to be what you got to do. Just tuck him behind him and let him go to work. Unstoppable. But with 22 seconds, it is the last roll for Boston on this push on their attack.
I love this from Nassim. He's just going to go behind on the catwalk. Anybody pushing over towards the bedroom or mid is dead. London Royal Ravens looking good for this one. Vivid can find a kill over towards the backside. Awakening is with him, but this one should be done. The only one close enough for Awakening. Well, Awakening. Boston is Awakening. Can they find a road through? It's looking like no, and the answer is no. London Royal Ravens just about hold on.
And you can mop your brow. You can take that deep breath in your chest because everybody's position here, but they come for the kill. They find 3. They've got it. Only Beans can hold them back now. They're looking at him. They're looking for him. Beans will find that first kill. He slows London down just a tad. As they hunt for him, Beans will find the second. Nassim will get him with a nade. It slows down this tick onto B. The second one will be in for London, but this position they cannot hold.
That was a kill streak for coming in for Scraps, sorry. Manages to get a hold of Cruise Missile. So that will help London out, but they win a big dent in B there. 2 ticks go over towards them. May well just default back over towards the A side, but the pressure over towards B is still there for them. Boston haven't been able to get past the 50-yard line, and Yuli will just be annoying here. Waiting for the rest of the team to find a way through. That B tick starting to come through again.
I know they're waiting. It's already halfway through. Nasty's going to go and get beat at the same time. Vivid on the flank, but Nassim will get him. And they're on the point. Boston are going to be close. They're going to have to go to A.
This is a big kill. This is a big kill if they can take down Awakening. They're absolutely laughing over towards the kitchen side. Oh, he did see him, but it didn't expect him to find the push. And now keep some sort of control. You're not going to be able to capture the point. And Yuli getting through is best case scenario in that position that they were in. Boston with a hellish retake.
Time is ticking away from them. Nassim breaks back in the point. He paused the clock. Only finds a kill as well. These next 2 matter. Only finds another one. Only Vivid alive. Only Vivid can stop them here. And they're going to find him as well. It's been called, but Nasty will need him off the point. London have to stop the clock. They're not on it.
They've got to get on it, and the rest of Boston are now on their way. They spent so much time searching for Vivid. Even called a cruise missile in at just the wrong time. Kill starting to come through for Boston. Kremp finds one. It seems their to answer back. It's his last chance to loot for London on the map. Kremp will find one back. They still have a chance here. Bryce 4v4.
It is a 4v4. It's team deathmatch. Nasty flies in, finds it. Vivid will get his trade as well. Beans will find one more. Beans will find 2. And it falls to a seam. Nothing left for London. Boston Breach take the control. And that may be a squandered opportunity for London.
To help with this pressure that Boston are now going to start putting it over towards the back PD. Kill starting to come through. Beans, Cramp doing well. Break will be there for Boston as the timer just ticks on over towards P2. London not too bad of a position to try and break back, but it's too easy for Boston through PD.
It is. They currently hold all the angles they need. Nassim will find Vivid though. Beans coming under pressure. He's going to fall as well. London break back into P2 in the lead, in charge. Awakening could be a difference maker. Finds the first, looking for the second on the scrap position. They now have to deal with Nasty. London have managed to go from P2 to P3 in amazing fashion. Prep going to fly out towards this one as well, but Nasty will deal with it. They're going for the last hurrah. You can see Boston are going to push this. Scraps will have to deflect this pressure by himself, and he does so. 10-2 now.
Wonderful play from Royal Ravens. Honestly, the setup over towards top PD is what makes this tick so beautifully. Oh, they're going to get the scrap as well. The seam will find 2, but will fall. It's now about the rotation over towards P4. Yuli is here. They need somebody up top to deal with the players of Boston. Beans is going to find one at the scraps, and all of a sudden, Yuli is left all on his own. Boston Breach will find a break, will find the rotation. Find themselves 60 points behind.
And now for Boston, perfect opportunity. You are behind by 60.
Find a kill in the middle of the map. Scraps will start to go. But Awakening may just put the pressure on, but Scraps finds him. Rest of London finding a way through. Nice break all off the back of Scraps and Nasty. They find a way in and back into the lead.
Vivid though, gonna come through and he's trying to find them, but unfortunately 2 players there for him. London doing a great job. Boston will now have to break back into this point. They've done a great job to narrow this lead down by as much as they have. For this game, it will be back and forth for the majority of it. These teams...
Prep staying in this position as well is wonderful for Boston. Stop that overwatch from the car park side, but Yuli is there, and Yuli will find a kill. Awakening is the only one who can answer back for the kills over towards the PT side or towards the car park side. Working out for London. But they have to deal with Gigaweg. It's always a horrible, horrible prospect. Nasty and Kona just trying to find a break, and it's all through the front door. London Royal Ravens. Take a breath, everybody. It's about a 70 to 80 point lead at this moment in time, and growing.
Awakening was live so long at the back of P2, but nothing came to his rescue. There was no superheroes for him back there. London took control, and they have continued to have it. This is getting out of...
Rotations being the name of the game for them, and they've been the ones running up these points. 200 point mark is incoming for Ravens.
And now Boston with a team kill. Need this. They need every bit of passion they've got. Kremp will find 2. The rest of the Boston are flooding through as Kremp finds his 3rd. They needed this break. They've got it. They get into the point. Unbelievable here from Boston. They have to find every single second on this point.
Oh, look at the kills now coming through. One single point needed for London. This comeback from Boston would be monumental. One single more point for London to get a hold of their first CDL win of the season. Are they going to go for it here at Kitchen? 3 seconds to go. They're going for it.
They're going for it. They're going for it. They're going to be in as well. It is not the Ravens. It is a Phoenix that has risen from the ashes here at the Major. They take flight. They break the curse.
I don't know where to start, mate. What a victory in front of this crowd. Your family and friends in attendance. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm on top of the world. Man, this is amazing. Thank you to all the Canadian fans. Thank you to my family. This is amazing. Bro, I can't even hear myself. That's how loud we are.
Can't hear a thing in here, man. Congrats on a brilliant victory. Could have been a 3-0, but alas, the control had to go the way of Boston. Mate, what's been going on this season? You're not going to Champs. This event, obviously, it's your last one as a team here. How does it feel to be in this sort of situation? It's obviously tough, but congrats on the win. There's a lot going on, Asim, I'd imagine, for you as a player and as an organization.
Yeah, the motto for the London team right now is just go out on a bang. Let's just show up together, like use our teamwork, and I mean that's what we came out to do. I mean obviously all year long we've been struggling, but finally like that series shows like we have the teamwork, we have the place to be in this league. You know?
Hey, absolutely. I think they agree.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone here. Let's show North America why Canadians are the coolest and nicest people. And shout out to the UK fans, because London support. Let's go.
There's no topping that, Asim. Congrats again, man. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it.
It's back to the desk.
Go!